No matter where you run to, you'll still be there. A message for the chosen. The mirror that follows you. You can travel across oceans. You can switch cities, change jobs, cut cords, start fresh, reinvent your story 1,000 times over. But the truth still waits in the silence of your own reflection. Wherever you go, there you are. This isn't punishment. It's grace in disguise. It's the divine reminder that the work isn't out there. It never was. The real journey is inward. Because no matter how far you run, your shadows come with you. Your patterns echo. Your soul follows like an ancient mirror, reflecting, repeating, revealing what is still yet to be faced. The chosen ones were never meant to run. You were built for confrontation, not with the world, but with your own becoming. You came here to face the code within you. You came here to remember, and remembering starts when the running stops. This reality is not random. It is reflective. Wherever you go, the mirror follows. Your outer world is coded by your inner world. You will meet people who echo your beliefs about yourself. You will encounter situations that reflect your frequency. You will attract experiences that align with your level of self-awareness. That's why running never works. You can leave the relationship, the job, the city. But if the belief that you are not worthy, not enough, or not safe still lives inside you, the mirror will recreate it. Until you see yourself clearly, the mirror will keep showing you distorted versions of who you think you are. But once you begin the journey of self-honesty, once you begin facing your fears instead of fleeing them, the mirror shifts. It starts reflecting your truth. And that truth is powerful beyond measure. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below so we know you're here and connected to Source. The illusion of escape. You've changed locations, changed routines, changed faces in your circle. But somehow, you still find yourself face to face with the same energy, the same triggers, the same pain. That's because no matter where you run to, you're still there. The illusion of escape has seduced many souls. It promises renewal, redemption, and reinvention. But until you meet yourself, fully, truly, and without conditions, you are simply carrying old cycles into new spaces. Geography doesn't erase wounds. Success doesn't silence shadows. New beginnings don't mean anything if you're still living from an outdated internal program. Running feels safe at first. It gives you the illusion of momentum. But the soul doesn't seek movement. It seeks alignment. It seeks remembrance. You can wear different clothes and speak new mantras, but the vibration you hold will recreate the same loops until you say, "I'm done hiding from myself." You don't need to escape. You need to excavate. The illusion of escape is the great delay. It is the detour of postponing transformation. But the chosen ones feel the call now louder than ever. The timeline is collapsing. The portals are thinning. And running from your shadows is no longer an option. Because the moment you stop running, you become unstoppable. Until you go within, nothing truly changes. Because the person you're trying to outrun is the very one that's here to set you free. And that person is you. The shadow is your initiation. Your shadow is not your enemy, it's your initiation. Everything you've denied, rejected, repressed, those are not stains on your soul, but seeds of sacred growth. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be whole. And wholeness demands integration. To run from your shadow is to run from your superpower. Because inside that shadow is everything you've been searching for. Your voice, your truth, your boundaries, your fire, your divine rage, your unapologetic authenticity. You were trained to fear your bigness, taught to hide your pain, conditioned to seek light but ignore the roots. But the chosen ones are here to dissolve that programming, not through denial, but through radical ownership. You are the final boss. You're not fighting external enemies. Not really. Every trigger, every challenge, every betrayal was pointing you inward. Life has always been a mirror maze, showing you yourself. You are not the contender. You are the final boss. The sooner you realize this, the faster you reclaim your power. There is no savior coming. There is no shortcut. There is no external solution to an internal misalignment. You must face the one in the mirror. And when you do, you'll realize no one else had the power to stop you. Only you ever did. You were never here to prove your worth. You were here to unlock your own codes. The ego says, fight them. The soul whispers, face yourself. You've already survived the worst. The betrayals, the abandonments, the losses, the confusion. And yet, here you are listening to these words. So now is the moment where the game shifts. Not because the world changed, but because you did. And in this new chapter, the only opponent left is the version of you still afraid of your power. Radical self-honesty. Healing isn't about love and light. It's about truth. And the most sacred truth is this. You can't lie to your soul. It knows when you're settling. It knows when you're numbing. It knows when you're pretending. And it will keep calling, keep stirring, keep disrupting until you listen. The chosen ones don't get to bypass. You came with a mission, and the mission begins with integrity. Radical self-honesty is the key that unlocks new timelines. It is the sword that slices through illusion, and it is the medicine that reminds you you are ready. Ready to tell the truth to yourself, ready to face what hurts, ready to choose differently. No matter where you run to, you'll still be there. So why not meet yourself fully right now? The shadow has your keys. You've been taught to fear the parts of yourself that are dark, messy, emotional, intense. But the shadow does not exist to shame you. It exists to free you. Every time you avoid the parts of yourself you've deemed unlovable, you exile your own power. But when you face the shadow, you reclaim it. You call back the parts of you that were silenced, shamed, or shut down. The shadow is not your enemy. It's your map. It holds your unmet needs, your forgotten dreams, your suppressed rage, and your buried gifts. Running from the shadow only delays your expansion. But embracing it, that changes everything. Because within the shadow are the keys to your wholeness. Delay is not denial, it's data. Some of you have been stuck in loops, repeating the same cycles, attracting the same lessons in different disguises. And you've wondered, why am I still here? It's not because you're cursed. It's not because you're broken. It's because the data hasn't been fully integrated yet. Every delay has been a classroom. Every setback has held sacred instructions. Every betrayal has been a mirror. You don't need to run. You need to read the energy. What is it showing you about yourself? What part of you needs to be seen, healed, or reclaimed? Once you decode the data, the loop dissolves, and suddenly, you're no longer trapped. You're informed. You're empowered. You're ready. Choosing to face. The bravest thing you will ever do is stay with yourself. Stay when it's uncomfortable. Stay when it's painful. Stay when the silence is loud and the distractions no longer work. Because in the staying, you remember. You remember the mission. You remember the truth. You remember who you were before the world told you to be someone else. Running is easy. Facing is mastery. And when you choose to stay, you collapse lifetimes of avoidance. You end generational cycles of flight. You return to your post. You step into your role, not as a runaway, but as a remembered one. And that changes everything. There is nowhere left to run. You've run out of exits, haven't you? The old distractions don't numb you like they used to. The patterns don't pacify you. The personas you tried on don't fit anymore. Congratulations. You've reached the edge of the matrix. And here's the truth. You were never meant to escape. You were meant to awaken. Everything you ran from brought you here. Every false start led you back to your soul. Every dead end revealed the blueprint you had buried beneath layers of survival. Now, the only direction left is inward. And there, within the sacred halls of your own being, you'll remember. You were never running from fear. You were running toward your truth. The Great Integration. This is the season of integration. Not just awakening, but anchoring. Not just learning, but living. Not just glimpsing truth, but embodying it. You don't have to run anymore because you've become the place you were trying to find. You are the sanctuary. You are the safe space. You are the permission slip. You are the home. And from this space, rooted, ready, radiant, you can now move forward with clarity. Not from escape, but from embodiment. And that is true power. Final message. No matter where you run to, you'll still be there. But what a sacred thing that is. Because who you are, beneath the pain, the pattern, the performance, is truly divine. And when you finally stop running, when you go inward and meet yourself in the silence, when you embrace the shadows and the scars, you'll realize you were never something to escape. You were always something to return to. And now, you're home. Welcome back. Ancient One, we now ask you, where have you been blaming the external world for an internal lesson? Please be sure to comment below, like and subscribe to stay aligned and connected to Source.